So, obviously, we start every episode with Beer of the Week. We've got 2 this week. Scott's kindly brought some bevs of his own, and we've got a Faith in Futures from Northern Monk, because you know we like Northern Monk here at the Iron Lung podcast. So we're going to divvy that between us just slightly in a minute. But I want to hear the story about Pacifico, because I've never had Pacifico before, but from what we've had already, quite a nice little beer, right?
Quite a tasty little, what is it, a lager?
Yeah, it's just a lager, basically. First time I ever went to Mexico, they put, like, beers in your fridge in the hotel room. And I went in, I was like, what is this shit? Like, in a brown bottle, it's got burr writing on it. Don't know what any of it says. It's all in Spanish. You'll be able to read it. And, like, had one, and I think it might be more nostalgia than anything, because every time I go out and they've got it in a bar, I'll get it.
Yeah.
Josh Clark, he hates it. He fucking hates it. It's
Really?
like, it's the worst beer ever.
It's really
I'm
not.
like, it's so refreshing.
I'd rather, like, if I've only got a choice of lagers and there's like Stella and Carlin and Foster's lined up in one of these, I'm picking one of these.
Yeah,
it's super
100%.
refreshing.
Yeah.
It's like Corona with a little more taste to it.
Typical gassy as shit though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking it's
super
very
gassy.
gassy. There's a couple of lagers that I still really enjoy, like Lost Lager being one of them by Brewdog.
Yeah.
Elodie's a massive fan of it, and she drinks it like quite frequently. Obviously when we're together, and that's quite a nice lager. But this is fucking on the upper echelon, 100%. It's a lovely
super
little
cheap
lager.
as well.
Yeah.
Well, I went in Spa today. I'd never go in Spa.
Yeah.
Well, how about you live there?
You get your Wi-Fi from Spa, bro. And they had Pacifico. I'd never seen it in there before, so I'm buzzing.
Where
No,
else?
I've never seen it anywhere.
No, I've never seen it
Catch
before
me in
ever.
Tesco Spa every day.
Getting Pacificos. Where else would you get it from then?
I got it in lockdown because I was fucking poor as fuck. And I couldn't afford crafties. And my mum and dad used to like treat me to some crafties from Tapselect. They're like, "Oh, you've like
If you do the washing
You've
up, we'll
been,
give you
a
some
good
beer.
boy this week.
Mate, well, I was making the tea every night at home because like it's awkward because I'm still at home, and then like I can't pay my board because I got no money. This is when COVID stopped me from doing my job. By the way, I'm not just a bum. So like my mum and dad proper enjoy my cooking, so I was cooking every night, and then they was like, "Oh, order some beers from Tapselect, we'll pay for them." But with what little money I had, that was like slowly withering away. I still had to drink beers.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I can't be like sober for a year. It's not happening. So like, I got sponsored ad. I think it was Beer Hawk, and it was like 30 bottles of Pacifico for like 25 quid.
Go on,
I was
then.
like, yes, a
That's
big
fucking sick.
crate of beer turned up at my house, and I lived off Pacificos for the entirety of lockdown.
Do you know once, right, it was Christmas, and I just moved jobs, so I didn't have a lot of money at the time. And I ordered some beers from Beer Hawk, right? And it slyly came from Yodel. And you know what Yodel's like?
Oh my
fucking
God.
wankers.
Yeeting it
I
Absolute
feel like
wankers.
I have the same story as you about
Yeah,
this.
probably. And they was like, "Oh, we're delivering it today," and then it never came. And you know my house, there's fucking loads of people in my house. There's always someone in there. Was like, "Oh, nobody was in, couldn't deliver it." So I got on. They said, "We're sending it back."
Literally about 60 of you little.
Exactly, yeah. And then so they was like, "Oh, sending it back to the supplier."
Bro, the
So
same thing happened
yeah,
to me.
and they fucking went, "Nah, they're all broken. We can't send them back," and they wouldn't even refund me.
Bro, this happened to me. So, I was going to like a barbecue, and like this is like pre-Tap Select, and I was like, fuck, it's Thursday. I want the beers for Saturday. Beer Oak, like I've never used them before, but go on. So I ordered like 30 odd quid worth of beer. I paid for next day delivery, and it said it would have come on the Saturday. It cost me £7.95 extra, and I was like, I'm going to
spenny.
barbecue, so I
Yeah.
want the beers. And then Saturday rolls round, man, but I get stuff delivered to the shop because there's always people at the shop.
Yeah.
And got a text message. Yodel tried to deliver your parcel. No one was there. I'm like, there's 6 people in a barbershop, bro. Anyway, they sent them back to Beer Oak, and Beer Oak said they refunded me, but it sat still to this day in a PayPal pending account. It was like 40 odd quid, bro.
sake.
And I'm just sick of trying to get it. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
They
It's
just
just
like
there.
I did the
It's
same.
just vibing.
I spent two, 3 months speaking to people from Yodel, speaking to people from Beer Hawk, and they would just speak to Yodel. No, speak
Managed
to Beer
to
Hawk.
speak people from Yodel. I didn't know people existed.
Well, it was more like one of them people you speak. Do you know when you go on the website and it's like, oh, speak to someone, and it's just an automated like fucking geezer,
Yeah,
like
it's a shit live chat.
yeah,
Like 4 options to choose from.
and it just kept going back and forth, and I thought, fuck this, I'm never buying from B-Hawk again. But then I got my dad, all my brothers and sisters put together, and we got him one of them perfect draft things. Fucking class, by the way. Yeah, it's fucking well good. Just like we was like at Christmas, like bashing Cali Pale that came from like the draft, and it tastes bang on. Like I've had a couple of them before. Like my brother had a Croots machine, and you tend to find the first couple of good, and then you get to the drags, it's like shite. But all the way through the perfect drafts, class, well good. But
do you not have to pour like 2 or 3 pints?
Nah, instantly good. The first one's quite lively, to be fair, but the rest of it's bang on, like super good. Because you have to get directly from Beerhawk because they're the only stockists of it now.
Are they the Torp things? Or they were called like beer Torps? That might have been the Krups one.
I think that was the Crux one because they came in like ones that kind of slightly look like bottles, like, but they were just a bit shy, and they've got lots of different ones with the Krups, and they're quite a lot better. But the perfect draft ones, like obviously partnered with Tiny Rebel and stuff, so you get some good ones on there. We've had some decent ones from there to fair. They've been
some
good.
Decent beers on them because my uncle had a Krups one, and like the best you could get was Heineken. I'm just like, well,
this
is fine.
it was fucking Heineken.
But now we got Tap Select, so
to
pay delivery.
He just drops it off for us. It's easy dubs, mate.
It's about in his little red van.
It's easy claps, mate. He's
the real milkman.
He's the messiah, mate. Many is the absolute messiah. We can't go on F-Sol without speaking about Many because they have very nicely official sponsored us. 'Cause I came to say I love you, babe.